Today is April 18, 11:02 a.m. and we wanted to do a follow-up video on Dell because not only did we see a continued rally on since April 14 when we made that video, we're also seeing some unusual options today. And so back on April 14, on this date, we saw this overbought RSI indicator flashing red. However, the unusual options were telling us it was going to continue to rally. And so it looks like these were correct because the past 3 days it continued to rally. And if you were a technical trader, you might have sold when you saw this flashing red. And so this shows the power of these unusual options. And so this was the trade. These were these 7,000 of them here that were open on that day. You'll see our position is still here. And if you look back at that video, you could see that we were buying them from somewhere between $15 to $20. And now you can sell them for $35, this mid price here between 30 and 40. This morning we were selling some of them for 40 because it was even higher. And so if you take that into account, do these calculations here. Let's say you sell them now for 35, and if you got them for about $16, which is what we got them for, that's a $19, and then you profit, divide by your cost basis of 16, multiply by 100. That's that 118.7% profit here, right? 118% profit. And that's pretty good if you haven't watched that in just 3 days too. 3 days. So if you haven't watched that video to learn how we did this and found out that, click the link at the end of the video. In the description, we'll put it there. We'll also put it here at the top right corner. Also, you can click on that to see those the prices that we were getting them at 3 days ago, to see this example on how it works, right? These unusual options that we saw. Now today, what we're seeing today is also quite unusual because of this rally. You'll see here, will it continue, or has it sort of stopped, right? Like, is it going to continue to go up or down? So when we look at the unusual options today, you'll see here that there was these 3,750 and 3,250, all done at 10:30 in just about 30 minutes ago. And so that's quite interesting because if you looked at that video again that we made 3 days ago on April 14, you'll notice that there were also these large contracts that were being bought at this strike, the 42.5 strike, expiring on April 21. Right? You could see that video again. You'll see that they were buying these. And so what we believe is happening now is actually those trades that they bought, they're closing them now and taking profits now. You see that? This is the volume here. It's less than the open interest because they were opened. And so now they're closing. They took profits on their 42.5 strikes. They sold it. And then they're buying now the 44 strikes. You'll see here the 3,700 greater than the open interest. So what they did is they basically rolled their 42.5 strikes to 44, took profits there because it's gone much more deeper in the money at a 90 delta now. And so they're repositioning. But what that's telling us is that this option trader, this large institution doing this, who was very profitable here when they bought the 42.5s, now they're still bullish on this. So it looks like Dell is going to keep going up based on these unusual options, that there is still bullishness by April 21 here. And so that's the analysis of these unusual options that are happening in these past 3 days and today, that this indicator, even though it is overbought, it can stay overbought for some time. And so that's why looking at these unusual options is very important to see where the large institutions are putting their trades. And so if you watch more of our videos, you'll learn more on how to analyze and interpret this data. So watch that video that we made on April 14 to understand more on how this was done and what's going on with these large trades. Okay, we'll put that link below and at the end of the video, and you can click on that and watch that, and then watch this. You'll kind of, if you piece together these two videos, you'll start to have a better idea as to what's happening. Okay, so that's it for this. And if you found value, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified right away when we put out videos, when we see these unusual options. Like this one was also just 30 minutes ago. And so make sure you have that bell icon, and please smash that like button if this was of value and you learned something. All right. Thank you, and take care, everybody.